Like, how are you guys handling this? Because I can't. Like, they are hunting us down like animals. Like, and are you all okay with this? Just because we look this way? Just because of our names? Like, what? I'm so angry.
I don't want to hear your cries. I don't want to hear your complaining. I don't want to hear your coulda, shoulda, wouldas. Because I don't feel no ways tired. I don't want to hear this is not what I voted for. This is exactly what you voted for. That man let you know time and time again that he don't fool up with black and brown people. And it's sad because you yearning so bad to have proximity to whiteness made you turn a blind eye to the disrespect, made you feel like you were bigger than the program, made you feel like all the insults that he spewed against your people didn't apply to you. So now y'all want to act shocked and appalled because he done called the National Guard, everybody and their mama, to scrape you and your family members off the floor of LA. No better for you.
Hey, fellow Latinos, I'm not saying it's okay or right that black people are like, no, let them fend for themselves. I mean, honestly, it is okay, but I'm not saying like, yes, let's do that, because unity is what helps us. But also, like, I know it's not supposed to be transactional. I just need you guys to start thinking, because you guys are like, you know, all gung-ho, active out there, unified together in the streets now. But where were you when the George Floyd protests were? I personally was out there with my friends who were Asian, Pacific Islander, Mexican, and Puerto Rican. And then I'm Mexican myself, and a white husband. We were out there, okay? And I've gotten comments from people in my community, people in my family, who have been like, well, you think you're black. What about me? What about my content? What about the way I speak, the way I act? What about you makes you think that I think I'm black? Oh, because I advocate for black people too, as much as I advocate for my people? It shouldn't be transactional. You shouldn't have to have a dog in the fight to care. You should just have basic empathy. You should just care about people. You see a sad story, oh, you cry. You want to help out however you can. You guys see that all the time. You see a puppy in danger. Oh, let's rescue all the puppies. Why is it so hard to do with humans? Black people don't owe us anything. But even one of the major interviews going around about the guy whose girlfriend was taken because they were just recording, in that there's a black man who's in the background and he's like, si se puede. He's out there. He has nothing to gain from this. So think about that. Don't go back to the anti-blackness. Learn and stop saying the N-word. Do that. Stop saying the N-word and humble yourself. If black people tell you something's offensive, change it. Change it and don't become defensive.
And before you make a video trying to demonize black folks for saying they're not doing shit because things were done when it mattered in that voting booth in November, I want you to make a video and I want you to call out Latinos for Trump. And I want you to call out Mexicans for Trump. And I want you to call out Cubans for Trump. And I want you to rally everybody else who voted for their own demise while me and mine was in the booth. Call them out. Don't worry about us. We're well aware that this is affecting us. Which is so funny because the last 6 months he's been doing everything to target black folks, and they can't seem to figure out why we haven't wowed out yet. That's what's real. Y'all quick to want somebody to come out to the front lines for y'all, but when was the last time you saw what was happening that directly affects us and y'all was like, you know what? We in there. Oh, okay.
For everyone saying that they're going to sit this one out when it comes to the protests and when it comes to everything that is happening with immigrants right now in the States, because us Latinos majority voted for this, I wanted to touch on a couple of subjects. If you feel that you need to sit this one out, it's your right. Completely understood. If you understood that us in the Latino community, we are also upset with the people that voted for this. If you break it down, the people that are being attacked right now, which is majority Mexicans, over 60% of them didn't vote for this. More than half of Puerto Ricans also didn't vote for this. The Latino breakdown, the majority that did vote for this were Cubans. And if you look at it by state, most states, Latinos did not vote for this. The ones that did were like Texas, Florida, those states were not okay with it either. And I completely understand if you feel the need to sit this one out, I get it. But also, I want to put this into an analogy. If someone is drowning, that is not the time to tell them how they should have learned how to swim beforehand. If someone is drowning, all hands on deck. If you cannot get in the water with them and help them, you can throw a vest. You can put a stick out, pull them in. You don't wait until someone is down to step on them, especially with this community where the ones also being attacked didn't even have a right to vote. So they're not even included in this. All Latinos or majority Latinos voted for this.
Just last week, y'all had black fatigue. Just last week, every other demographic who wasn't black, y'all had black fatigue. Now y'all are demanding black bodies to be put on the front line. There's other ways to protest, there's other ways to help. But I find it kind of insane that all of you had black fatigue. But now y'all need black people help. Why is the majority not asking the Asian community for help? Why is the majority not asking the Pacific Islander community for help? Why does everything always have to fall on black people? Especially when y'all have so much fatigue. Right? Our existence bothered y'all so much just last week. Y'all had all this black fatigue because we told y'all stop saying the N-word in rap songs. You know what I'm saying? Stop wearing our women's box braids. Stop trying to wear fake dreadlocks. You ain't black. Y'all had black fatigue, bro. I ain't forget that. Y'all had black fatigue. But you know how black people do. We sympathetic. Eventually we gonna help. We always give in, man. Every single time we always give in. We always give in. But just know, most of us ain't forget. Just last week, y'all all had black fatigue, bro. Y'all all had black fatigue. Y'all all had black fatigue.
What's up, folks? Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Thank you so much for coming back to watch our video. I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much. Now, today we are going to discuss a very big topic that has been trending recently. It's still trending and people, they are still giving ideas and asking the questions. Now, this is the tension between the black community and Latinos. Latinos are claiming that black people are refusing to put their bodies on the line of protest. The Latinos are protesting against the ICE that is detaining people in different parts of the United States. Now, the Latinos claiming they are fighting alone this battle, and the black people, they have never showed up. Now, black people have answered the Latinos. Black people have said, Latinos, we've never seen you in our battles, which is true. You guys, you haven't supported the black community. You always went away, okay? You just didn't want to know what's going on in the black community. You didn't even want to care about what's the struggles the black community that are facing, okay? And right now, you want the black people to put themselves in front line, okay, for your deportation. And remember, one of your people are the one that voted this, are the one that voted to deport millions of immigrants. Now, what do you want the black people to do? It's just to sit back, sip the coffee, and watch you guys, because you guys, you've never cared about the black people. Listen, if you cared for someone, you also care about you, but you haven't. And you guys, you felt more like, superior than the black people. You felt more important than black people. You didn't care about the black people. Okay? So why right now you want black support? Why do you want black support right now? Tell me in the comment section, what do you think about this topic? Tell me what do you think about these Latinos, because it's taking, another level where they claim that they are fighting alone while, the battle is not for us. The battle is not for black people. It's for you Latinos. Just fight your own battle. Fight it, and whether you win, whether you lose, it doesn't matter. It doesn't care to a black person.
Man, stop trying to convince these people that we need to stand together and all that. They ain't trying to hear that shit, bro. They've been betrayed so many times, bro. 1877, after federal troops pulled out of the South, bro. Betrayed. 40 acres and a mule, betrayed. You feel me? Jim Crow, betrayed. Redlining, betrayed. Every promise that this country has made to them has been a false promise. And now we need y'all to stand with us while we march. Leave them people alone. They ain't trying to hear that shit. They ain't trying to hear that shit. Because they know how prevalent racism is in our community. And they know how y'all talk about them when they ain't in the room. And they know that now y'all got y'all N-word wake up, didn't y'all? Y'all got that Paul Mooney N-word wake up call. And now y'all want to scream unity and solidarity. Nah, bro. It don't work that way. It don't work that way. The people that have been working together will continue to work together. The people that have empathy for your plight and your situation will continue to have empathy for your plight and situation. But don't try to convince people to come join your side. Like, it's always been. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. They're trying to survive their damn self. They're trying to figure out how this man is about to get rid of the 13th and 14th Amendment and strip them of citizenship. What, you don't think they know what time it is? They got to deal with their own shit. I'm just saying, I see a lot of videos where people are like trying to convince, black Americans that they need to stand side by side with black and brown unity, but when it's something that doesn't benefit us, we ain't screaming that shit. Yeah, get mad. Go ahead.
And tonight, in my cleanup shirt, I will be addressing all the recent tags that I've gotten from Latinos for Trump who've decided to change their mind and they would like my help. I don't hear you. Who are you? You need my help? Why? See, you thought that you would be the latter. You thought that you were different. You fell for that same rhetoric that they've been spewing for years and years and years. Haven't you heard of using somebody to get what you want? And you fell for it. So now that you're in the process of being deported to places you've never been, Puerto Rico, Mexico, Cuba, Colombia, wherever wherever your parents are from, or wherever they said you're from, that's where you're going back to. Maybe you should have spent more time learning your culture, because something like this could happen. You played right into their hands and you're getting exactly what you deserve. Do not tag me talking about your T-daddy is splitting up your family. This is a Latino issue. Latinos make mistakes. You're sorry. No, you're not sorry. The only reason that you feel this way is because it's you. When you thought that it was not going to affect you, you thought it was going to affect me and everybody who's just as dark as me or lighter with different background. You thought that you were better than us. You thought that you were above us. You thought that because you were at those rallies, they really considered you one of them. No. They did exactly what they've done since the beginning of time. Use you, brainwash you into doing what they want you to do. Let me explain something to you. Latinos for Trump, the reason we double down on you harder than blacks for Trump, harder than, Asians for Trump, because there are more Latinos in this country than Asian. And it's getting to be where it's more Latinos here than black, because you have so many blacks who fall into the category of Latinos. So you had a duty
to carry several communities on your back. Use your voice for good and you use it for evil. I don't hear you. I don't hear you. I'm no Christian, but I'm going to use your little, your little saying. I don't see no evil and I don't hear no evil. Sounds to me like you're going to find out. Enjoy the scenery and don't tag me no more because I'm not helping you.
The tension between the Black and Latino community needs to stop. And we need to be the generation to stop it. Anti-Blackness exists in our community. We know this. Anti-Blackness also exists within the Black community itself. All communities of color struggle with this. And the reason why is what we all have in common. We were all colonized and trained to have a mindset of you versus me for survival. But that ends with us. We need to lead with unity and not division. We have to be the change we want to see. We have to stop pointing the finger in both communities and make the decision that we are going to choose to be united versus divided. I'm not going to pretend like I have all the answers, but here are examples of how you can show up differently and be the change you want to see. Number 1, share stories of solidarity. Share stories of love. Share stories of when you have experienced the Black or Latino community showing up in your spaces. We need to shift the narrative. Number 2, if your reality is division between the Black and Latino community and your goal is unity, then it is up to you to seek out examples of when the Latino and Black communities show up for one another, where they show love, where there is actual solidarity, because guess what? It exists. And if you need a place to start with me. I am happy to be a part of your network of Latinos who have nothing but love for our Black sisters and brothers. Number 3, ask your neighbors how you can be helpful. You need to lead with your heart in this moment. That is the only way that we are going to experience an actual shift. We have to show up as human beings. We have to show up vulnerable. We have to show up as the change that we want to see. Lastly, ask others to join you. Let's actually start in the comments. Share your stories of solidarity and love. If members of the Latino and Black community have a hard time seeing it, let's show them how it's actually done. I stand with my Black brothers and sisters, and I also stand with my Latino familia. But the change, it starts with us. I love you.
Now let me take you a little bit back. The Black community have faced many, things that affected the community. Black people, no one have supported them. They fought their own battles. They fought themselves and their communities. No one have, said, let's support the Black people. I'm talking about the Latinos and other communities. Now, right now as we speak, Latinos are claiming that they want Black people to come and protest. But let me ask you, Latinos, when there was Black Lives Matter, where were you guys? Some of you have come. Yes, we appreciate that. But where were you? You majority of Latinos. We know there are Black Latinos there. But let me tell you this thing, okay? If you support someone, he also supports you. Okay? So you guys, you felt MAGA. Okay, you wear the MAGA hats. No one is here to judge you about your choices, because the effects, you're the one to face it alone. So no one is here to judge you. But you wear the MAGA hats, you just singing, you will vote for DT, but you forget that you are voting against your own interest. And right now, he's telling you to pack your bags and go back to your homes. Okay? So the same people who ignores the Black struggles, voted DT and laughed at the protests of Black people, now expect Black people to march for them? No, it's impossible. You guys, when Black people were marching, you are laughing. You're saying, look at these people. What are they doing? But right now, you want Black people to march with you? Impossible. After you vote against your own interest and after you vote against your own community, which I always say and ask Latinos, do you guys have communities? Do you really guys have communities? Do you support each other in your communities? Because listen, if you support each other, if you know each other, if you fight for each other in your communities, you shouldn't have voted against your own interest. You shouldn't have voted against your community's interest, because community matter. Community support each other. So instead of calling the black people, just organize your community and go protest alone. Go and do it alone, fight your own battle. Because these are the reason why black people cannot come to you. Remember when we cried out for George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and when we protest economic injustice? Where were Latinos? When we marched for our lives, you were silent or was laughing, and now we're supposed to be your voices. You haven't been our voices. You haven't been the voices of black people. But right now you want the black community to be your voices? Because black people are tired of being the moral compass, tired of protesting alone, tired of dying for everyone's freedom but our own. Black people, we no longer die for everyone's freedom because they have their own battles. So if you didn't listen when a black people cried, don't expect the black person to hear you when you're crying. And what I can tell my fellow black brothers and sisters, protect your peace. Let this be the moment we stop marching for everyone but ourselves. Because, listen, no one cared. No one cared. It's been a long time. So we don't have businesses with this protest of Latinos. What do you think about these things? Should black people march for Latinos? Tell me in the comment section what do you think about it. If black people can go and march, because man, things are taking another level, and man, these Latinos, they want black people on their side, which they have never worked for. So they're always against black people businesses. They're always against black people, issue and struggles. Now, DT has pursued a strict immigration policies, including increased deportation and border security measures. A notable percentage of Latinos have supported him. This support is not monolithic, is driven by various factors. That's what Latino said. Many Latino voters, particularly working class individuals, are drawn to Trump's policies of economic relief, tax cut, job security, inflation, and cost of living are frequently cited as top concern. Believed DT policies would be better addressed these issues. That's the cause. That's why they voted, because of economic concern. Now, some Latinos, especially those who have fled violence or instability in their home countries, may be drawn to DT's rhetoric about cracking down on criminal and securing the border. They might distinguish between criminal and documented immigrants and law-abiding ones, supporting the deportation of the former. However, even among Trump supporters, there is a strong sentiment that this administration has gone too far on deportation that impact law-abiding individuals and families. All right. Now, Latinos, they're claiming that DT have gone far. But before we go in election, these people already knew that things will be worse. He told you on the first day he's going to deport millions of people. I always tell you people, who do you think he was supposed to deport? When you are thinking about the people that he's going to deport, who were you thinking? So right now, Latinos are on the verge to be deported, and some have also been deported back to their countries. But the guy have told you everything. And above that, you've get black people warnings. Black people have warned you that be careful, Latinos, because these things are going to happen, and don't trust this guy. Please, better be careful. But you guys, you've never listened. So what do you want black support right now while you've never listened to black voices when they're telling you that you better be careful? So the immigration enforcement doesn't distinguish like a base political affiliation. If an individual is undocumented and falls within the categories targeted for deportation, that's what they say. They say they're deporting an undocumented immigrants. So they're at risk regardless of who they voted for. I'm talking about the Latinos. The intensified enforcement under DT administration would affect any undocumented person, including those who might have supported him. So they thought, oh, he's going to deport immigrants only. He's going to deport illegal ones. But remember, you've given the status to live in the United States, but the people who gave you that status, you've betrayed them already. So who do you expect to have sympathy for you guys? While you didn't have sympathy for others, no one is ready to have sympathy for you. Now, there is a feel of great betrayal and sentiment within the Latinos community. There have been reports, particularly from the groups like Venezuelans, Americans who supported Trump due to his strong and socialistic stance, of a great betrayal. Feeling when Trump's immigration policies began to affect their communities, such as with the changes to temporary protected status TPS, they often believed the crackdown would narrow target criminals, not broader categories of immigrants. Yeah, he's going to deport him. He's going to deport criminals. He will not deport us. That's why you voted. It's totally understandable. That's why you voted. But I think he takes all of you as criminals. That's why he's deporting each and everyone. He's hunting you in your workplaces. He's hunting you in the farms. He's hunting you everywhere. Because I think he takes you as criminals. That's why he said and knows what he's doing. So you thought he's going to deport criminals. Oh, criminals. And now he's deporting your families, your brothers, your sisters. Now, Latinos blaming everyone, including the black people. And right now they are telling themselves that we should have listened to black people, because black people have warned us. Black people have warned you. They have warned you a lot of time, but you've never listened. So you guys, you should have been careful. You should have really cared about your community. You should have really loved each other, because this shows that you don't love each other. So there's no need of attacking the black community while your community, you don't care about your community. While you don't know what's going on in your community, while you cannot protect your community. So don't tell black people to come to the front line. Just fight your own battle as black people fight their own battles. That's how I think. That's how, I believe. Tell me in the comment section how you believe it. Because I'm not here to talk for all black people, no. I'm not on behalf of every black person, no. Every black person deserves to talk on his or her behalf. So I'm talking on my side, okay? So I think black people don't deserve to be on the front line of Latinos. Because you Latinos, you haven't protected or you haven't fought for the black people. So that's why they keep their silence. Yeah. That's why they kept their silence. They don't care about what's happening on your side. Which is true. Because the black Americans have endured centuries of slavery, Jim Crow, and ongoing systematic racism, leading to deep-seated disadvantage in wealth, education, healthcare, and justice. Their activism is often focused on dismantling these deeply entrenched issues within their own community. So they have their own battles. They're fighting their own battles. So Latinos, it's time to fight your own battles. So what I can say is that Latinos, it's time to fight your own battles, leave alone the black people. And if you're Latino, if you're a black person, tell me what do you think about this subtopic. Tell me what do you think about this tension between these two communities that's supposed to unite. Yes, Latinos and blacks supposed to unite. Because they can, unite and, and support each other. But there is some differences. So tell me, what do you think? Is it a time for black and the Latinos community to unite? Tell me in the comment section. Let's keep our conversation there. I'll meet you in the next one.